WNN.
If you've been injured in an accident and you believe that your health is the most important thing in the world to you, then we're here to help you. My name's David Eltringham of the Eltringham Law Group. And at ELG, everything that we do is about helping our clients to restore their health and heal from their injuries. I believe that if you don't have your health, you don't have anything, and all the money in the world doesn't matter. So if you've been injured and you want a law firm that actually cares about you, getting you better, and then getting you the financial justice that you deserve, we're the right firm for you. At ELG, we dream of a world with no accidents, but until then, we're here to help you.
Known as Whitehall Boca Raton, is a warm and close-knit subacute care and nursing community that has been serving the Tri-County area for over 35 years. The Encore Boca Raton's stellar rehabilitation program significantly enriches the health and well-being of patients by delivering specialized therapies to return you rapidly back on your feet. Our patient-centered comprehensive nursing and rehabilitation programs include neurology, orthopedics, cardiac and pulmonary care, post-operative surgical care, and outpatient therapies. With spacious therapy gyms, elegant dining, beautiful private and semi-private suites, and an array of comfort-enhancing services and amenities, patients enjoy high-caliber, proactive care in an encouraging and vibrant setting. The Encore at Boca Raton accepts Medicare and other major insurances. Located on West Palmetto and Powerline, call 561-392-3000 to schedule your personal tour. That's 561-392-3000, or visit theencoreatboca.com for more information today. The Encore at Boca Raton is a proud member of the Care Right Centers Network.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Do you have a hot new business or an established business that offers great and unique services or products that you want to get the word out? Are you looking to grow your business and you want everyone to hear the buzz about it? Do you have an amazing project or an idea that impacts our community that you want to share and get others involved in? Then you've come to the right place. You're listening to Community Connections with Norma G. I'm your host, occupational therapist Norma Guerrero, and I want to share our passions while connecting with our community. So now let's get ready to hear about what's hot, what's new, and what's happening on Community Connections with Norma G. Give us a call at 888-565-1470 and join our conversation. Welcome back to Community Connections. I am your host, Norma Guerrero, and today is Monday, March 26, 2018, and you're listening to Community Connections with Norma G, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. So just wanted to tell you that we have a great show lined up for you, and as this show is titled Community Connections, today we're going to be highlighting two nonprofit organizations that are doing amazing work here locally in South Florida for our young children, for the very young, to the teenagers that are in high school. And so the first organization that we're going to have on today is going to be the Brinker Education Initiative, which is a nonprofit organization that helps young children to excel in STEM, in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And they are raising up these young children, exposing them to these curriculums so that they can be part of the futures and have better futures for their finances, for their families, and exposing them to them. And they're partnering with other organizations in the community, such as the universities and the colleges. And we're going to be hearing all about their summer camp they're going to be putting on today. So we will have Mary Ellen Brinker, as well as we're going to have Ibis Fonte, who is their STEM evangelist. So real excited to talk about her. And as you know, we've had Mary Ellen on the show before, as well as with Matthew Chen. And then after that, we are going to have two women. They are the co-chair members of the 100 Outstanding Women of Broward County that supports a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club of Broward County. And it's this big, huge event that's coming up in May 10th of 2018 on Thursday at the Signature Grand. And I'm really, really excited to talk to them about the event and the women that are involved and being part of it, and how you can be a part of it as well in your community, as far as helping finding out about the different clubs that are available in Broward County, and as how they help the families find daycare assistance at a very, very low cost to help those in our community. So I'm super excited to talk to Paula Friona as well as Lois Marino, who is the Director of Community Engagement and the committee member of the 100 Standing Women of Hoffman's Chocolate and MOD Pizza, and Paula Friona, the managing partner of Infusion Nursing Experts. So super excited to have them come on in the second segment of the show. And so may I introduce to you Mary Ellen Brinker as well as Ibis Fonte. Is that right? Fonte?
Yes, thank you for having us.
Yes. Are you Spanish as well?
I am, yes. I'm Cuban descent.
Oh, you're Cuban descent. Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. So you speak Spanish.
Yes.
So as we have been talking many times, Mary Ellen, that many of the Hispanic children, it's one of the largest growing demographics here nationwide in our country.
Yeah, and they're also the youngest and largest growing demographic in our country. And since the last time I have seen you, Norma, a lot has been happening. The first show was an introduction to our foundation, which is a 501c3. The second one, we talked about our STEM Empowerment Day at Cooper City High. And this time, we are bringing you some truly exciting things. It's about the summer camp we are going to be holding at St. Thomas University. And we at the Brinker Education Initiative are so fortunate to have with us Ibis Fonte, who is organizing the summer camp.
That is amazing.
Oh, she
Thank you.
has a tremendous background. And I want to turn this over to Ibis and give her the microphone and let Ibis tell you about the camp and a little bit about your background too. Please, Ibis.
And then may I, for just one moment, say, well, you're listening to us live on 95.3 FM and 1470 AM, and you can catch this show as well live streaming on Community Connections with Norma G on Facebook. So if you're not able to watch in full, you can catch it later on replay. And so, Ibis, what an amazing resource that you are
Absolutely.
to this organization.
Yes, it's been an absolute honor to be part of the Brinker Education Initiative and work with Mary Ellen, really to impact these children's lives. My role is a STEM evangelist, and the evangelist really is the one that, gets everybody excited about science, technology,
Spread the
engineering, and
gospel.
math. Yes,
the word.
there's so many cool things happening in the industry that people don't even know about. So to share that excitement, say, oh my God, this is a cool thing you got to find out about, and get everybody to really love it and have that passion that I share with the industry. I think that's what I really love about being part of this and being with children and affecting them in a way that's life impactful.
Boy, she's like the little Energizer bunny. My God, she makes me look subdued.
I know.
I love this
I'm
stuff.
like, I have to be a little bit more, but no, but
You
you know,
want to go to the camp by the time
but
this
the
is
thing
over.
is, you're dealing with the young children in elementary school, the middle school students, and then primarily the high school students that are at the bridge of getting scholarships, where you want to encourage them to, they're thinking, I might not be able to do that, but this program, you might be able to inspire them and change their whole future.
Absolutely. A lot of the programs we do are really targeted to certain ages. And the summer camp particularly is targeted to sophomore, junior, seniors in high school that are really, almost at that time when they have to pick what they want to be when they grow up. So to be able to allow them to actually see with their own eyes what the industries are and meet people that's in the industry. Myself, I've been 25 years as a software developer. So to show that, I'm a Hispanic in STEM, a real life, female Hispanic in STEM, and get people from all of Miami that is actually in STEM right there in front of them, so they can see these role models that usually are hidden in their cubicles, to come out and say how they got it started in their career, what they love about their career, how awesome their daily work is, and what excites them about the industry. I think that kind of first-hand experience goes way beyond anything you can learn in a textbook.
Unbelievable. And where did you go to school? What's your background? You said software.
I'm born and raised in Miami. I went to FIU here locally, and it really has been where I've been working at companies here locally in South Florida, everything involving in making new technologies, telephony, things with e-commerce. It's been more about building and inventing, and I think that's what I like the most about technology, that you really play a role in inventing something new just with the computer, coming up with an idea and then making it come into reality.
So you're almost kind of like, I think I might be a teeny bit older than you, but you might be, no, I don't know. I'm thinking you're just a teeny bit maybe, but I look younger than I am. And so the thing is that you're kind of a little bit a birth of that 90s generation, perhaps. I don't know how old you are, but you're kind of like that creative birth of software and technology, where that's kind of like what you grew up knowing. I didn't have all that when I was growing up and stuff, so to go to school with.
And in this camp, we really try to make people see all the different fields of STEM, everything from science and technology and engineering and math, because the cool projects today is really this interdisciplinary integration of all these different pieces fitting together to make something amazing. Like the coolest tech projects are, health and tech projects where you have, different equipment that maybe reads your brain waves and translates that to replace the keyboard and mouse. This whole interaction of combining neuroscience and technology. And that's just one example of how all these different fields of STEM kind of all fit together. So we made this whole summer camp so that they would spend 2 weeks learning about science, everything from the healthcare industry, all different roles in the operating room, being able to go from there to learn about biology, extracting DNA from a tomato, see about the human genome, find out about what's happening, latest things in the industry, find out about CRISPR and all the stuff coming up in the near future, and really get the kids excited about science. And then from there we move over to technology, where they learn everything from artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, computer programming, making their own game, really get them excited about technology.
Incredible.
And then taking them over to engineering, where they get to actually, try out mechanical engineering, civil engineering, where they're actually making projects, building bridges, making levers, having competitions, aerospace engineering, where they're launching rockets in the classroom.
And you're the one overseeing this summer camp.
Yes, and I'll be the teacher in the class, really going through and teaching them what's in the industry, and then giving them a hands-on project where they actually get to pretend that they're working in that industry for a day and see what it's like, and finding out maybe this is for me, maybe this is something that I want to do as a career.
So, all right, so let's slow down just for a second, just because I want the listeners to, anyone who just heard that is like, wow, she loves what she does. There's no doubt about that. What are we talking about again? So we're talking about the Brinker Education Initiative,
yes,
which is a nonprofit organization that you have founded,
yes,
with, in honor of your late husband.
Yes.
And you both were involved in the, if I'm not mistaken,
we were both involved in STEM careers.
In STEM careers, yes. And so you have made it your passion. You're here residing in South Florida. You came from Chicago.
Yes.
You're residing here in South Florida, and you've coupled with the Broward County school system.
We're connected with the Broward County school system and also with the Miami-Dade school system. So we are working in the 3-county area, Miami-Dade, Broward, and then also Palm Beach.
The Palm Beach as well.
I just entered into the Palm Beach County, and we're working with Palm Beach State College, who are very receptive to what we're doing, and we're hoping we can partner with them.
And so the Brinker Education Initiative is passionate about the young kids,
yes,
about teaching that. And so what I want to share with the listeners is that if you're a mother or a father and you have a young one at home, I implore you to go to your website and your phone
yes,
number and find out a little bit more about it, to find out about the event. And or if you have a passion for the STEMs, let's say you're someone that, I like to give, I like to support, causes. This is a great cause that you can, that's grassroots here locally in South Florida. You can meet Mary Ellen, you can talk to her, you can call her, you can be a part of, they have upcoming, perhaps, later in the years, STEM empowerment days and stuff. And so she's just a great resource that if you're anyone that can kind of help her organization, that's why she's here to talk about, is to reach out to those so that she can continue to give these scholarships to the kids. And so what is the website and phone number?
The website is brinkereducationinitiative.org or Hispanic brinkereducationinitiative.org.
Okay.
And I just lost my train of thought for a second.
I just want to add that we also have an additional website for signing up for information about the camp.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. And tell
So
me
get
again,
into
when is
that.
the dates of the camp?
The camp is June 18 to August 10, so it's 8 weeks during the summer break.
So a whole
And
8 weeks.
Yes, and
Yes.
it's for kids in high school between sophomore, that they're currently in sophomore going to junior, sophomores through seniors. And the website to be able to get more information about the camp is brinkerstemcamps.com.
Brinker STEM Camps with an S?
Camp.
With an S.
Yeah,
With
camps.
an
Okay.
brinkerstemcamps.com. Okay, and so I think we have a flyer. My producer has the flyer that he can put up on the screen right now. You sent it to me. It'd be interesting to see what that looks like too, so people can kind of take a look at that as well. If Freddie can post that up as well. So, and that's going to be over at which university again?
St. Thomas.
St. And that is where?
In the Miami Gardens area.
The Miami Gardens area. And so how will people? Well, I guess a lot of teenagers, they can drive. Oftentimes,
Yeah.
no, it didn't come through. All right, so I'll put it up on my Facebook page later. So you can go to Community Connections Norma G on Facebook page, and I'll put it up there as well, and I'll put it on social media and on Twitter as well if you are looking for it to see what it is.
Thank
and
you.
So,
and we tried to offer them a first experience to actually be on a university environment. So they're in a real university classroom, and during the science program, they're using the science labs that university students actually use. So these high school students get to see what it's going to be like once they go out there to start their career and their training in university.
is there a cost for the children?
Yes.
Okay, and what are the costs? How's that working?
The cost is pretty much $2.99 a week, and we also have a scholarship available for those who can't afford it. We have a select few spots that we're going to be giving scholarships as well, and it's charged on a weekly basis, so a recurring charge, and it really is something that we want to help everybody to be able to afford, because it is something that's going to be so impactful to the future of these kids.
Yeah, no, I understand, and many times people do, people that are able to send their kids somewhere, and and this is a local camp.
Yes.
So it's not like you have to go out of state, which those, we think of these camps that we send the kids when they're younger. They're a pretty penny as well, when they're younger and they're doing the hiking and the kayaking and all
They
that
won't
stuff.
be swimming in this camp.
They won't be swimming. No. And,
But we do have field trips, so we have some fun in there as well. We try to actually put field trips where they go out to the biggest names in our city. For example, for math camp, we're going to the actual biggest accounting software, which is Ultimate Software, and it's a huge campus with like 10 buildings, and it really has that whole .com environment where you have a basketball court right behind the reception. This is an amazing campus for them to envision themselves actually working these careers that we're teaching them about.
If we look at what's the word? I don't know the word, but basically the news coverage over the past, this past weekend, if we watched this march on Washington, that was led by these kids.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother topic in itself, the reason why they were there, which we all know why. But the point is that we're seeing that these young children, which I myself was there, at one point, and they have voices, they have minds, and they're learning. And these kids you could tell by the way that they speak, the way that they articulate, although they are very poignant, you can tell they're very, very young, and they're learning, and they're hurting. And so I think it's really beautiful that you're focusing on these young lives, because it is a precipice in your life, a demarcation point where you have to make those decisions. And sometimes people struggle into their mid-20s or so late 20s to figure it out. And I busted my knee when I was 15 years old, ended up in a physical therapy office, and which led me to being exposed to rehabilitation. And to date, I'm an occupational therapist and went to a university in a STEM program, in a science program, and 25 years later, here I am.
Absolutely.
And so somehow I missed the communication degree, I somehow missed the exposure to that and the business and marketing. But here I am kind of starting over and, learning something new. But life is an evolution of learning.
And I think in this kind of a camp environment, there's those elements of teamwork, of actually having all these friends around you. And we are such a supportive environment that we're telling these kids, yes, you can do this. And oftentimes that's the first time that they're hearing it, that yes, they can go out and get these, big paying careers when maybe nobody in their family has ever had a college degree before. So just to be able to be in that kind of positive environment, and all the learning resources that we have. There's so many companies that are jumping in and offering resources, allowing us to have field trips, allowing us to come in and actually have speakers, people like UDT, Motorola, IBM actually coming and being part of this program with us. And also all the major universities in town, FIU, FAU, Miami-Dade College, Palm Beach State College. So much support from the community that want these kids to succeed. So they got to feel like they're important, because we know that they are.
That's awesome. I'm going to take a quick little commercial break, because I want to come back and talk a little bit more. And so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Community Connections.
Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Brinker, founder of the Brinker Education Initiative. We provide Hispanic students in South Florida who excel in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, financial support to achieve their educational goals. They are the youngest and fastest growing demographic in public schools, and 18 out of the 25 top best jobs in America are STEM-based. Give the gift of a college education at brinkereducationinitiative.org or contact us at 773-717-6828. That's 773-717-6828. When they succeed, we succeed. Our nation succeeds.
By not losing. Do you know that there are safe money strategies that can benefit you when the market goes up, yet protect you when the market goes down? Hi, my name is Sarah Finkelstein with Signature Advisory Group. I'll show you how you can have safety and opportunity on the same dollar at the same time. You know, most people know where to find safety, that's bank CDs, and most people know where to find opportunity, that's the stock market. But did you know that you can have both without putting your money at risk? I urge you to commit to your financial future. Make an appointment with me for a free consultation and get the life that you deserve.
You want to save time and not be in front of the computer, the dark room of the new photo generation. Let Mobile Portrait Pros come to you, offering business portraits, executive portraits, mobile headshots, actor headshots, and campaign headshots for political teams. Innovation at Mobile Portrait Pros serves Palm Beach County and beyond. Just call 866-443-0873. That's 866-443-0873. Headshots door to door.
If you've been injured in an accident and your health is the most important thing in the world to you, then we're here for you. My name's David Eltringham of the Eltringham Law Group, and we dream of a world with no accidents. But until then, we're here to help you.
over 35 years. Our patient-centered comprehensive nursing and rehabilitation programs include neurology, orthopedics, cardiac and pulmonary care, post-operative surgical care, and outpatient therapies. The Encore at Boca Raton accepts Medicare and other major insurances. Call 561-392-3000 or visit theencoreatboca.com for more information today. The Encore at Boca Raton is a proud member of the Care Right Centers Network.
Thank you for listening to Community Connections with Norma G. We're the place where we talk about your business, a product, an idea, or a project to get the word out to our community. I'm your host, occupational therapist Norma Guerrero. Today we are sharing our passions while connecting with our community. Give us a call at 888-565-1470 and join our conversation. Don't forget to tune in every Monday night at 5 to 6 p.m. to join me, Norma G., and our guests to find out about what's hot, what's new, and what's happening in our community. Can't wait to see you there. Now let's rejoin the show. Welcome back to Community Connections with Norma G. And I'm here with, excuse me, I didn't want to say, I was going to, Ibis. I was going to say Iris, like the fighting
That's
act.
my sister.
Yeah, no, the Ibis is from the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yes, is that what you got named after?
No, not particularly, but
No?
I am fond
But
of it.
it is a Southern Caribbean type
Yes.
of, bird,
Absolutely.
I believe. Ibis Fonte? She's the STEM evangelist of the Brinker Education Initiative nonprofit organization, as well as with Mary Ellen Brinker, the founder of the Brinker Education Initiative. And we've been talking about this amazing summer camp that they've coupled with one of the universities down in Miami, the St. Thomas University, for a camp that's going to be this summer for 8 weeks in June to highlight and expose the children to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And Mary Ellen was just sharing with me the story of how the two of you met at another event that you were at, and you just happened to meet in passing. And so it's just amazing. And just recently in the last quarter.
It's been about a year, hasn't it, that we've met? It's been about a year. And it's just kind of evolved. You know, she would join us, and we had her. You were in one of our panel discussions, and what did you do at the last program where you were speaking for the young girls?
Yes, it was telling them about my background and how I came from, a poor family, and really was able to, by myself, be able to have that determination and strong will that even though nobody in my family was in STEM, that I really wanted to pursue it as a career, actually study. And I was always able to make it to not only have my own business by the time I was 19, but really go up in the companies that I work with. Yes, because I wanted to work, be there earliest, leave the latest, and work as hard as I can to show everybody that even though I was the youngest one on the team, I was just a little girl on the team that always looked younger than she really was.
Who exposed you to STEM?
My big sister, that she has a degree in the network side of things, so she's more of a hardware person, I'm more of a software person. But that was my first exposure to computers, and I absolutely fell in love with it right from high school.
Wow, so your parents must be very, very proud of you.
Yes, thank you so much.
And you said you're Hispanic as well?
Yes.
You're Cuban?
Cuban descent.
Cuban descent, but so you were born here?
I was born here, yes.
Where, in Miami?
In Hialeah, yes.
In Hialeah, yes, I know. My family's Colombian and Puerto Rican, and I grew up every weekend, every other weekend, driving with my family. My mother, my grandmother is Puerto Rican, but she resided for 50-plus years in Hialeah. Yeah. So over by 39th. Very nice, by the mall, whatever the main road is.
And I think the favorite job of every female in Hialeah is to go and clean houses. Was like, why? Women can be software engineers too. They could be electrical engineers. They could be scientists. I really want people to see, bigger visions of themselves and go out there and get it, because it's out there for all of us to have. No matter how old you are, what income you come from, or if you're male, female, you could really have success in STEM.
No, and that's another major topic that has really taken a lot of forefront in the news too is the equality with women and men, and trying to bring more equality across multiple platforms and multiple aspects of many different careers, from Hollywood to small business, and to see a woman. And I know that's a big thing, is that people, when they think of engineers, they think of men. Absolutely. Oftentimes, and so to think that a woman, because they have studies that talk about how you can have two people doing the same thing, but women do view things differently than men, and is a nice yin and yang balance
absolutely
to have in any corporation.
One thing people always talk about is breaking the glass ceiling in corporations, corporate. However, I think that we are encouraging these young women to go into engineering because it is a career that everyone thinks is just for men, and it's not. But it is a difficult area because they're dealing with a lot of men in their careers, but they have to start concentrating on engineering. It's a great profession.
It is.
It is. It's tremendous.
And there's so many case studies where projects that involve that dynamics of having different points of view, male, female, young and old, that kind of a group that has that diversity creates a better product at the end, a better solution at the end. So the industry needs women, and it's all about women feeling that they actually do belong. And there was a Forbes article that showed that one of the biggest issues is that young girls don't see women out there succeeding, and that's one of the things that we want to solve in this camp, of bringing the successful women and men from the industry to come out and speak, so they could actually see people that maybe is from the same nationality that they could relate to and say, hey, she's just like me, she started just like me.
Well, when you attend any type of conference or any continuing education course in any whatever field that you're in, if the instructor is enthusiastic, entertaining, smiley, then it's definitely going to be it's going to be infectious and contagious.
And a whole lot of fun.
Onto the students. And so, like I said before, if you're a parent out there, and you have a child and it's something you're looking at, so, reach out to Mary Ellen and reach out to IBIS and to the Brinker Education Initiative. And again, tell me again the website and phone number.
It's brinkereducationinitiative.org. or HispanicBrinkerEducationInitiative.org.
Excellent.
The phone number is 773-717-6828.
That's excellent. And go ahead, yeah.
And let me add, if you just want information about the camp, visit the website brinkerstemcamps.com, and there'll be information about the camp there, and we'll reach out to you. You can fill out your email, we'll send you even more information, whatever questions you have.
I'm going to have to look at my budget, see if I can attend. But I don't know if I have 8 weeks. And what are the times of it, from what to what?
From 9 a.m. to 4:30. So it's action-packed. In the daytime, there's some instruction, and the whole afternoon is building and creating things.
And you're
in that
developing the curriculum right now and everything.
And
that's awesome.
Lunch is included.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, lunch is included. Yeah,
and field trips.
That's wonderful. And there's one thing I wanted to add, was that when you were talking about the marriage between science and technology, I interview a lot of physicians here, and a lot of them are talking to me about the advances in medicine and the more minimally invasive surgeries versus the old school invasive surgeries of having to cut
Absolutely.
people open, as well as robotic surgery.
Yes.
And so,
So much
there is a
precision.
huge, marriage between science and engineering and stuff
Yes.
like that. So, what fabulous people to come here and share with us, Mary Ellen Brinker. It's so nice to have had you. I'm so thankful to
you.
Erica who
Thank you.
introduced us to you, and it's a pleasure to meet you
Thank
today.
you so much,
So
Norma.
reach out to Mary Ellen at the Brinker Education Initiative. We're going to take a little turn here, and we're going to be bringing on two ladies from the Boys and Girls Club of Broward County. They sit on the committee, and Paula Friona and Lois Marino, and they're going to be talking about this amazing organization, the Boys and Girls Club, which is everywhere around the nation, but specifically the one here in Broward County, and how they are helping families, young families, so that parents can stay at work and the kids can stay in daycare. And in these daycares, these young, lower socioeconomic children are getting exposed to the engineering and the computer labs
Oh,
and the
beautiful.
scientists having a place to do their homework for just $15 a month for the entire, I'm sorry, $15 a year for the entire year. So super excited to be talking about the 100 Outstanding Women event that's coming up in May to help support that cause to eventually get these children over to this adult age. And so what a wonderful show today. We'll be right back with these ladies.
Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Brinker, founder of the Brinker Education Initiative. We provide Hispanic students in South Florida who excel in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, financial support to achieve their educational goals. They are the youngest and fastest growing demographic in public schools, and 18 out of the 25 top best jobs in America are STEM-based. Give the gift of a college education at brinkereducationinitiative.org or contact us at 773-717-6828. That's 773-717-6828. When they succeed, we succeed. Our nation succeeds.
Winning by not losing. Do you know that there are safe money strategies that can benefit you when the market goes up, yet protect you when the market goes down? Hi, my name is Sarah Finkelstein with Signature Advisory Group. I'll show you how you can have safety and opportunity on the same dollar at the same time. Most people know where to find safety, that's bank CDs, and most people know where to find opportunity, that's the stock market. But did you know that you can have both without putting your money at risk? I urge you to commit to your financial future. Make an appointment with me for a free consultation and get the life that you deserve.
You want to save time and not be in front of the computer, the dark room of the new photo generation. Let Mobile Portrait Pros come to you, offering business portraits, executive portraits, mobile headshots, actor headshots, and campaign headshots for political teams. Innovation at Mobile Portrait Pros serves Palm Beach County and beyond. Just call 866-443-0873. That's 866-443-0873. Headshots door to door.
If you've been injured in an accident and your health is the most important thing in the world to you, then we're here for you. My name's David Eltringham of the Eltringham Law Group, and we dream of a world with no accidents. But until then, we're here to help you.
Its subacute care and nursing community that has been serving the Tri-County area for over 35 years. Our patient-centered comprehensive nursing and rehabilitation programs include neurology, orthopedics, cardiac and pulmonary care, post-operative surgical care, and outpatient therapies. The Encore at Boca Raton accepts Medicare and other major insurances. Call 561-392-3000 or visit theencoreatboca.com for more information today. The Encore at Boca Raton is a proud member of the Care Right Centers Network.
Thank you for listening to Community Connections with Norma G. We're the place where we talk about your business, a product, an idea, or a project to get the word out to our community. I'm your host, occupational therapist Norma Guerrero. Today we are sharing our passions while connecting with our community. Give us a call at 888-565-1470 and join our conversation. Don't forget to tune in every Monday night at 5 to 6 p.m. to join me, Norma G, and our guests to find out about what's hot, what's new, and what's happening in our community. Can't wait to see you there. Now let's rejoin the show.
Share it, baby, share it.
Welcome back to Community Connections with Norma G. I am your host, Norma Guerrero, and I got a basket just from here. And this is from one of the two guests that we have this evening. and we're going to be talking about the Boys and Girls Club of Broward County. And I have Miss Lois Marino here,
Hi.
who represents Hoffman's Chocolates and MOD Pizza.
Yes,
as
my
well
pizza.
as Paula Friona, who
Hello.
you represent. What's the name of that company that you were just telling me about?
Infusion Nurse Experts is the name of our new nursing agency in Broward County.
Wonderful. And these two ladies, Paula Friona is the co-chair on the 100 Outstanding Women Board Committee, and you are one of the chairs as well, or the committee members?
I'm a committee member, but also a board member.
A board member.
Boys
Excellent.
and Girls
Excellent. And so we're going to be talking about this amazing event that many of you heard me talk about it last year, the 100 Outstanding Women of Broward County, which is upcoming now, May 10th, 2018, at the Signature Grand. And so I just finished speaking with these two women that are talking about, exposing the children to science, technology, engineering, and math. And I know that Boys and Girls Club of Broward County that does very similar things, but at a different level and in a different way.
Correct.
So can you talk to me a little bit about, a lot of people don't even know, they heard about Boys and Girls Club, they know it's a good thing, but they really don't even know what it does.
Well, our mission statement is to enable young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. And the need in our state is very strong. There's 12 clubs in Broward County, 247 adult staff, 1,504 volunteers, and we service 12,306 youth. So, and they want to go. The kids want to be there. They have a great longing to be there, and the clubs are working.
And the clubs are, not any child can just go. Who's going to these clubs? Like, which families are signing up their children to go there?
Well, anyone can go.
Oh, okay.
Those who need it
Right.
most obviously take
Low to
advantage of
moderate
that.
income
A lot-
kids,
yeah.
Younger kids up to all the way up till 18 years old. These kids are going to these clubs, and it's funny. Paul and I were just talking just outside about how these kids really do want to go. I mean, these young kids, they can do other things. I mean, the clubs today are a way for these kids to really stay off the streets, and it's a way for them to feel part of something. The first time I went into a Boys and Girls Club, I was referred to by another board member to go visit. And I went and I visited the club, and Marquise was the director of the Nan Knott's one down in Broward. And he gave me a tour. But really what hit me the most when I visited there was he was a club member.
He was an alumni.
Yeah. And he talked about how his grandmother, that's all he had. And, his parents and his mom was nowhere to be found, and he lived with his grandparents or his grandmother, and his grandmother raised him. And if it wasn't for the club, he didn't know where he would be. And then on top of that, he came back to be part of the staff. And then, now he's a director of a club. Yeah. So,
wow.
It was so impactful.
Circle of life.
Yeah, and it really was. It was so impactful. And the kids there were they were so welcoming. And these kids, in my opinion, if we didn't have clubs like this, where would these kids go?
Yeah.
There's enough trouble on the streets, let's be real.
Yep.
So with the opportunity for these kids
It's a safe
to be
haven.
it's part of a club, but it's part of, I'll call it like a sisterhood for the girls or a brotherhood for the boys. But it's a way for them to connect. They learn social skills. I mean, they do their homework.
meals.
Oh my goodness, yeah, we were just talking about this
Yeah.
too. They
Yeah.
offer meals.
Yeah.
I mean, for some it might be their only meal they may have for the day.
Yes.
869,139 healthy snacks and meals served. Can you imagine?
When I got more tangibly exposed to the Boys and Girls Club last year, being part of the event and everything, and I went on a tour and was able to see, and what I realized is that, it's a community. And Boys and Girls Club is around the entire United States.
Right.
And so within those communities, you have to help certain communities. You got to help lift them up,
Right.
And so this is filling a gap. This organization is filling in a gap for those parents that are busy, hardworking to make X amount of dollars so that they can keep the lights on, so that they can get their clothes washed, so they can, feed the kids as best as they can. But then there's a gap of time between maybe 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. that what do I do with my kid? I want them sitting at home latchkey.
Right. That's
And
exactly.
they're,
Latchkey.
and they're, and they're
That's
getting
right.
their homework done. They're with other children. They're socializing. They're learning. They're keeping busy.
And so many organizations have supported, and that's why it's become such a well-known, popular organization because of all the good work. So if you have any questions about what a Boys and Girls Club is, the best thing to do is to take an hour and a half out of your day and go anywhere you are in the United States, and find your local Boys and Girl Club and just go find out about it. And you will be blown away that you'll see, oh, I see where my money's going. I see where it's going. And so that's what we're here to talk about today is fundraising for this organization so that we can continue to help the children, because we, have this big event that's called the 10th, we're having the 10th annual 100 Outstanding Women of Broward County, which is a lot of fun for the adults. But there's a lot of pros that come to the people there. It is right there. The 100 Outstanding Women benefiting the Boys and Girls Club of Broward County. You have the website there at www.bgcbc.com or www.100outstandingwomen.com. And it's the 10th annual event, and so it's something that all these women come and they're able to come celebrate with their friends and family the amazing things that they're nominated for. Right. And so you're able to raise a lot of money in one day, but also what a great networking opportunity is for the women. And so tell me about why, you say you represent Hoffman's Chocolate. What has been your role in this?
So I actually was one of the 100 women back in 2013. I was nominated. And I really didn't know anything about the Boys and Girls Club at the time. But so when I became one of the 100 women, and I really saw what the organization was about and all the programs that they offered, and it is a fundraising event. I mean, that's what it is. But, as Hoffman's, I do represent Hoffman's and Mod Pizza, as well as BBX, which is the parent company to Mod and Hoffman's. But for us, it's really about, this is our community. This is who we live, work, and play with. Mm-hmm. And, so we feel that we have to give back. And not that we have to give, but it's important to give back. So for us, this is a way for us to participate. And
I think it's a win-win event for everyone involved.
Yes, it is. The night is fun.
It really is. It's a win-win for businesses to get exposure, to network, to meet people, and it's also
we've all met each other.
I know.
Used for socialization, for friendships, and those types of things. But also to eventually you're giving in more than you're particularly getting out, and so. But that's ultimately it ends up back with the kids, and so. There's going to be, the event is at the Signature Grand.
Correct.
And last year I had the honor and privilege to MC the event. And it was quite an amazing thing because I'm used to, here's my audience of one or two. And next thing you know, I was standing in front of 1,200 people.
Yes, and you did an amazing job.
And for some reason they asked me to do it again. And I think it's because I have a loud voice. So it's my honor and privilege because I had such a positive experience from it, and that I just want to really, I want to help the organization put on their event that helps it. And so I'll be there that day, standing in those heels for all those hours, and announce the ladies that are giving back to the community. And so tell me about your experience with the Boys and Girls Club, Paula.
Well, I was fortunate enough to be nominated as well. And since then, I've just been helping and on the committee, and last year I was the co-chair, and it's just a great event for a great cause, and I really enjoy it. And I like, everyone on our committee is amazing, and they all do great things. And the Boys and Girls Club is important to me because when I was young, I went to the club when it was just called the Boys Club, but girls were allowed to go. And I still remember the gymnastics and swim teacher, Miss Weintraub, and people that have impacted my life and others for a long time.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. And so you're an alumni as well,
That's
to some degree. Yeah. And here you are, you came to South Florida and you've been a part of, really a strong part of helping in network and fundraise, for the event. That's awesome.
It's so nice to see, because when these women get nominated, when I got nominated, I thought, my goodness, what a great honor to be with these other ladies in this community who give back. And these 100 women are women who feel that it's important to give back, or, to be part of the community. And the women that have been honored,
it's amazing.
Just amazing.
The list
it really
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And this year there are some superstars on there.
Yeah, it's great. We had, what I think was last week, 2 weeks ago, we had what you call, and so, when you get part of the event, and they do kind of like a 3-layer type of event of so that people can not just go to the one event, but can meet and greet. So
meet and greet.
We had the
Yeah,
meet and
yeah,
greet.
the
And
meet
so
and
that
greet.
was
That was really nice.
There was quite a few people there, and it was a little more intimate. And then that was a couple weeks ago at the Signature Grant. And so now we have coming up in April that, it's part of the people that have been nominated that we're going to be doing an event over at a restaurant down in Fort Lauderdale. And, super, super excited about that. And they offer headshots for people to come get their headshots. It's the kickoff party, exactly. And it's an opportunity for people to also, if you own a business, to sponsor. There's multiple layers of sponsorship. And so I'm going to take a quick little break right now. We're going to come back on the air. You're listening to us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, as well as we are live streaming on Community Connections with Norma G. And I want to talk about those various layers that if you're thinking about perhaps sponsoring or attending, or if you've heard about it and someone says to you, hey, would you like to sponsor me? This is where it's going. You know where your money's going, but also it's an opportunity for you to promote your business. That's why it's a win-win for everyone.
And give back.
And give back.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back with Community Connections with Paula and Lois.
Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Brinker, founder of the Brinker Education Initiative. We provide Hispanic students in South Florida who excel in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, financial support to achieve their educational goals. They are the youngest and fastest growing demographic in public schools, and 18 out of the 25 top best jobs in America are STEM-based. Give the gift of a college education at brinkereducationinitiative.org or contact us at 773-717-6828. That's 773-717-6828. When they succeed, we succeed. Our nation succeeds.
By not losing. Do you know that there are safe money strategies that can benefit you when the market goes up, yet protect you when the market goes down? Hi, my name is Sarah Finkelstein with Signature Advisory Group. I'll show you how you can have safety and opportunity on the same dollar at the same time. Most people know where to find safety, that's bank CDs, and most people know where to find opportunity, that's the stock market. But did you know that you can have both without putting your money at risk? I urge you to commit to your financial future. Make an appointment with me for a free consultation and get the life that you deserve.
You want to save time and not be in front of the computer, the dark room of the new photo generation. Let Mobile Portrait Pros come to you, offering business portraits, executive portraits, mobile headshots, actor headshots, and campaign headshots for political teams. Innovation at Mobile Portrait Pros serves Palm Beach County and beyond. Just call 866-443-0873. That's 866-443-0873. Headshots door to door.
If you've been injured in an accident and your health is the most important thing in the world to you, then we're here for you. My name's David Eltringham of the Eltringham Law Group, and we dream of a world with no accidents. But until then, we're here to help you.
Serving the Tri-County area for over 35 years. Our patient-centered comprehensive nursing and rehabilitation programs include neurology, orthopedics, cardiac and pulmonary care, post-operative surgical care, and outpatient therapies. The Encore at Boca Raton accepts Medicare and other major insurances. Call 561-392-3000 or visit theencore@boca.com for more information today. The Encore at Boca Raton is a proud member of the Care Rights Centers Network.
Thank you for listening to Community Connections with Norma G. We're the place where we talk about your business, a product, an idea, or a project to get the word out to our community. I'm your host, occupational therapist Norma Guerrero. Today we are sharing our passions while connecting with our community. Give us a call at 888-565-1470 and join our conversation. Don't forget to tune in every Monday night at 5 to 6 p.m. to join me, Norma G., and our guests to find out about what's hot, what's new, and what's happening in our community. Can't wait to see you there. Now let's rejoin the show. Yes. Welcome back to Community Connections. I am here with Paula Fiona as well as with Lois Marino, and they are part of the committee and the co-chairs of the 100 Outstanding Women of Broward County event that's coming up May 18th at the Signature Grand, and to all benefiting the Boys and Girls Club of Broward County. So we just talked about how amazing the club is in supporting these children and families, the parents, to offer them daycare, meals, education, activities, after-school activities, and a whole other plethora of events. And so we want to spend a little more time talking about the actual event and what are the different sponsorship opportunities, and how it's, first of all, it's just it's a super, super fun red carpet kind of event, but it's a great opportunity for people to have a lot of fun.
Well, it's a good opportunity for local businesses to take part in, like Paula said, giving back, but there's sponsorship opportunities that, building up to the event, there's plenty of press, there's plenty of media that's built around it, and it's a great way to brand a company. And that night, having 1,250 people in a room, not just the women and their families, but there are other local businesses that participate in sponsorship. So if companies want to give, they could do sponsorships.
But think of that number, 1,200 people. I mean, that's no small event.
No. It's a very large event for Broward County. As a matter of fact, I think Signature Grand probably caps it out.
Yeah.
I mean, we really have to find a location or a venue that can suit that many people. There's not that many venues that can host 1,200 people. So, and that's another thing. Signature Grand, does a great job with the event, and it's packed. I mean, it's
and the kids
fun.
attended as well.
The kids walk you up on stage. They're so happy. They are adorable.
Yes.
They're there. And the kids are there.
Yeah, and the women, they get dressed up. They're wearing, some of them even gowns, and their makeup and their hair is getting done. And it's a night that they feel special. I nominated somebody, several women actually, but one in particular. And she was so excited that I had nominated her. She couldn't believe it, you know, and I thought, why? You do a lot of good in this community. It made her feel good.
Right.
And so, she really thanked me, and she was so excited because, again, they know the level of this event.
And the importance.
And the importance of this event, and the fun, where it goes, the Boys and Girls Club. So, like we just said, it's a win-win for everybody. Businesses, the honorees. And
And as a matter of fact, we have a few spots open. So if you know anybody that you think is outstanding or deserving of this award, you can contact any one of the board members. You can send an email or call the Boys and Girls Club. You can ask for Carrie. The phone number at the club is 954-537-1010. That's 954-537-1010. And it's for the 100 Outstanding Women of Broward County.
And I have a colleague here at the studio. Her name is Alicia Curry, and she has a show coming up on the same network at 6:30 called Unleash Your Audacious Confidence. And she's a wonderful, wonderful woman that I've come to know over the past year or so. And she is a branding expert as well as a makeup artist. She's a public speaker and a writer, and she has a family and young teenager kids. And every time I was at one of these meetings over the past few months with you guys, I kept saying to myself, Alicia should be here with me. Alicia has given back so much, and has taught me so much. And so here she just wrote something. Thank you so much, Norma Guerrero, for nominating me as one of the 100 Outstanding Women of Broward County for the Boys and Girls Club. And so she didn't know anything about the Boys and Girls Club. And so now she's learning more and more about it. You guys are going to meet her right after the show. She's going to be here.
Oh, that's awesome.
And because her show's at 6:30. And so you can, learn a little bit more about her as well. But I just got that 3 hours ago as I was getting it. I didn't know she had accepted. And so I just heard about that. And so just really, really happy to kind of be there and be able to just see people that you see in the community. Like, that's an example of how you nominate someone.
Right.
Someone that has impacted you or that you've seen them impact others. You can nominate them. And so, again, what is that number, Paula? If someone wants to reach out to them.
537-1010.
And that's the number to the 537-1010. And their headquarters, ask for Carrie?
Yes.
Carrie Becker, right?
Carrie Becker.
Yes.
And the headquarters is 877 Northwest 61st Street in Fort Lauderdale. So if anyone has a basket or a live auction item that they would like to donate, we still need a few good items for the live auction. That would be amazing, fantastic, and thank you for your support.
Sure. That's incredible. So what kind of people, like when someone gets nominated and what's involved in accepting a nomination?
Well, it can't just be anyone. It has to be someone that is amazing and outstanding, and they are verified at the club. And once they accept the nomination, then they go on the website and they accept, and their picture gets posted, and donations can be made in honor of that person, and then they have a table for their family to go to the event for the 100 outstanding women.
That's fantastic.
You know, and this event is amazing. You know, it's our 10th year. It's on May 10th, my birthday, the day
Is it really?
after Paula's
The day before
birthday.
mine.
Oh, you're May 11th?
Right.
Okay.
So yes, we're celebrating the 100th one on our birthdays. But, you know, this is just one example how, you know, you could participate or you could be part of it. The event is one way. But, you know, you can also get involved in other ways with the Boys and Girls Club. Go down, check it out, visit a club. You could become, you know, get involved with the committees, you know, volunteer. They have volunteers that they're always looking for.
It's never-ending opportunities.
No, and just give it look, when you go down there, we can say all we want. But the truth is when you go there, you will feel exactly what brought us into the Boys and Girls Club. The culture of the club. You know, like with businesses, culture is important, right? You can't run a successful business without a successful culture. But when you walk into a Boys and Girls Club, the culture of the organization is there. You can feel it from the staff, from the leaders,
It's
from
touching.
Brian, you know, the executive director, CEO, the staff, the kids. And look,
You know what's there is also there's behavior.
right.
Like there's certain they have to have certain manners and certain cordials.
Right.
You know, and that's what's taught there. And I think that's super, super important. And it's not that parents can't do it, but sometimes, you know, those structured environments you know, are super reinforces it, and it's so great to see that because when you go to the club, you see
That's
that.
right. And
you know,
yeah,
they're not faking it. You know,
No, they're so cute.
It's learned behavior, and so
Right.
wonderful. So excited to have this show today. It was wonderful to talk to Mary Ellen and Ibis from the Brinker Education Initiative. So reach out to them if you have a passion for the STEM. A heart for STEM, for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, as well as if you are a business or if you know someone that you'd like to nominate, reach out to the Boys and Girls Club of Broward County. And, you know, just super, super excited to be honored once again with the opportunity to MC this event, the 10th Annual 100 Outstanding Women event in May 10th at the Signature Grand, as well as the meet and greet, the kickoff at the Blue Martini in Fort Lauderdale on April 18th, I believe we're going to have it. So, ladies, thank you so much for coming and sharing your experiences and sharing it. No, it's my pleasure.
Enjoy
And
the chocolate.
my little Easter basket, she says. Here, let me put it in front of the camera. Hoffman's Chocolates, just to give them a little bit of a plug, just because she didn't even know me that well, but she knows now. Now she knows.
Just the kind of person
I
she
love
is.
dark chocolate. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. I think we're all.
If you've been injured in an accident and you believe that your health is the most important thing in the world to you, then we're here to help you. My name's David Eltringham of the Eltringham Law Group. And at ELG, everything that we do is about helping our clients to restore their health and heal from their injuries. I believe that if you don't have your health, you don't have anything, and all the money in the world doesn't matter. So if you've been injured and you want a law firm that actually cares about you, getting you better, and then getting you the financial justice that you deserve, we're the right firm for you. At ELG, we dream of a world with no accidents, but until then, we're here to help you.
The Encore Boca Raton Rehabilitation and Nursing Center, formerly known as Whitehall Boca Raton, is a warm and close-knit subacute care and nursing community that has been serving the Tri-County area for over 35 years. The Encore Boca Raton's stellar rehabilitation program significantly enriches the health and well-being of patients by delivering specialized therapies to return you rapidly back on your feet. Our patient-centered comprehensive nursing and rehabilitation programs include neurology, orthopedics, cardiac and pulmonary care, post-operative surgical care, and outpatient